Let's get started. Part 88.
All cars have wheels.
None of this money is mine.
It's obvious. I know.
There were problems at the airport and some flights were cancelled.
Some of the film I've seen recently have been very violent.
Mateo never goes to museums. He says that all museums are boring.
I think some people watch too much TV.
Do you want any of these magazines or can I throw them away?
Mia has lived in London most of her life.
Sophia has lived in Chicago all his life.
Most days I get up before 7 o'clock.
I usually have a little sugar in my coffee.
They won the lottery a few years ago. But they've spent most of the money.
I haven't read many of these books.
All cars have wheels. It's a historic town. Many of the buildings are over 400 years old.
Not many people live in the north of the country. Most of the population live in the south.
Not all birds can fly. For example, the penguin can't fly.
Our team played badly and lost the game. None of the players played well.
Emma and I have different ideas. I don't agree with many for her opinions.
Olivia travels a lot in Europe. She has been to most European countries.
I had no appetite. I could only eat half a lunch.
The building was damaged in the explosion. All the windows were broken.
We argue sometimes, but get on well most of the time.
I went to the cinema by myself. None of my friends wanted to come.
The test was hard. I could only answer half the questions.
Some of the pictures you took at the wedding were really good.
Did you spend all of the money I gave you?
No, there's some left.
These books are all Harper's. None of them belong to me.
How many of these books have you read?
All of them. Everyone.
We all got wet in the rain because none of us had an umbrella.
Some of this one is yours and some of it is mine.
Many of my friends have traveled a lot, but none of them has ever been to Africa.
Not all the tourists in the group were Spanish. Some of them were French.
I watched most of the films, but not all of it.
He told us in his story that none of it was true. It was all invented.